if he's the professional that we all hope he is, he'll be fresh as a daisy today. And he will look at that draw and fancy it.
100.
Because he will not fear Dirk. He will not fear Ross Smith and Woodhouse in his section of the draw because of the way he's playing. However, his mission today is to defeat Dirk to be in Sunday again. And that's what Saturday is all about. Making Sunday.
Double 17. Leaves double 18. 107 checkout.
71.
Krzysztof Ratajski can't find it. So,
86.
Potential immediate break back. They only get one at the bullseye. Keeps that safe. Ball it is. It is a brilliant ball finish from Scott Williams. He's giving the crowd what they want.
Scott to throw first.
And he's never late. He's one of those players, actually, if you're interested in things like this. He doesn't turn up 3 to 4 hours before a game. He's a 75 minutes kind of guy.
58. First of you requires 60.
One of the benefits of the way he throws darts is that nothing is going to be in the way of tops.
There you
go. Very routine stuff.
That's what happens when you don't listen to Nico.
Steam coming out of my ears in that moment. At this level, you can't afford to make errors like that. Such a small amount of wiggle room when it comes to playing players of this caliber. It could be the difference between winning a leg and losing it.
Well, 299 is almost the ultimate test of counting aptitude, because if you hit the treble 19, you still got to switch. You're going to go up to the 18s.
94. Scott Uruguay 110.
Absolutely. Well said. Treble 18 for double. And gets it. It turns out Ratajski did not have 9 darts from 299, and he pays the penalty for not getting it in 6. Like that. That was brilliant. What a shot.
In isolation, that could be the dart of the tournament so far. That was ridiculous how he got that in.
That was a killer shot. So was that, though. And he gives it the full Labanauskas there. Who would you rather be? 1, 2, 4, 87. 87's for the match. Does he get a look at it? He does now. Krzysztof needs another masterful dart on the 60 to lead tops.
49.
Decides not to go for it this time.
Scott Uruguay 87.
Scott Williams has already hit the bullseye to win a leg. And that's all he's going to get for the match. And he doesn't take it. That was millimetres away.
First of you require 75.
Millimetres might as well be miles. Or in Germany, they might as well be kilometres. Double 12 to take us all the way in our first game of Saturday. This has been enthralling stuff. It's not in, Krzysztof. You've not had the nod from Kirk. He still doesn't get it.
Well, he's had to lurch forward a couple of times in this game because he's not sure whether the dart's in or not. 988 for Scott Williams, who books his place in round 3. Scott Williams, the showman, sets up a tie with either Damon Heta or Mickey Mansell.
If he continues at that level or does improve by maybe a 1 or 2% mark, we're talking about someone who will definitely get to double-figure PDC titles in his career.
Yeah, well, he's picked up a second 180. There have been a fair few 2 travel visits besides. And I think Ross Smith, he's just one of these players you can rely on to keep doing this all game. Look at it. Oh, what a leg of darts.
Leaving 16 after 9 never gets boring.
Against the throw as well. And look, Luke Woodhouse hasn't got going, but anybody would struggle to deal with this. That is a 10-dart leg from Ross Smith.
Ross Smith's first 9 has been climbing for the last 2.5 legs. He's now beyond 133.
Yeah, so
140.
when they've both thrown 9 darts in a leg, Ross Smith is about 120 points clear. Every leg, on average. Not in this leg, but he is actually going to be ahead of him. And Woodhouse on 121 after 9.
We're going to go 121.
But it only went down 2 points after hitting a ton. 1-2-1 again. This time he has the treble. Doesn't chase. Like it.
96.
That
Ross
was
require
very close.
81.
It hurts that he missed. It will hurt even more if Ross hits.
To the 16s. Gets the treble to leave double 9.
63.
Well, the doubles aren't quite working for him as much as he'd like. Mind you, Luke Woodhouse has not got a good record on the double so far in this game, and he's missed a big number, and he's nearly busted.
Count your chickens, because you could be walking behind Ross now with 2 darts in hand that weren't even used.
21.
I know he's missed it,
18.
but at least he composed. He gave himself a chance. He was not far off. But Ross Smith is in danger of running away with this because he's scoring, he's buying him chances. Oh, the pattern should continue, although this would be the first big stage win. They've only played on a big stage once before. That was a Grand Slam of Darts a couple of years ago, which was a mad group stage for these two, because Luke Woodhouse played some excellent stuff, didn't get a great deal of reward for it, and that was where Ross Smith managed to hit 9 180s in 9 legs of darts against Michael van Gerwen.
Yeah, how can you forget that game?
Did help him get out of the group.
I think the 180 counter was on the monitor for the entire match.
Well, that's his 5th, and this is only leg 8. And Luke Woodhouse chucks one in nonchalantly to leave double 13, but it may not matter because Smith loves this double and he pins it for a 13-darter. Well, Ross Smith.
60.
But Bunting did win a quarter-final at the World Grand Prix 2.5 years ago. He beat him in a thriller at the Worlds, which went to the deciding leg of a deciding set.
171.
So getting going on the scoring at the start of this leg.
Another fun little sub-block to this game is the fact that you've got 18-gram darts against 34-gram darts. We see sometimes on YouTube when darts players like to have a swap. This would be quite funny if they did that, but keep our focus on a potential 9-darter for Ryan Searle.
Well, he did hit one at the Grand Slam at the back end of last year. That was only his second 9-darter and his first on a big stage. He's not going to add a Euro Tour one to his collection. Not yet.
110.
But he'll leave himself on tops after 9 darts. Not a bad visit, not quite as good as that one from Ryan Searle.
And normally Ryan Searle on tops is something of a darting cheat code.
135. Ryan, you acquire 40.
There's an inevitability about it. The fact that he plants it right in the middle. A superb response from Searle. Yeah, it's real forward thinking from Ryan.
Even a 60 gets him to a finish. In the end, he gets a treble last dart, down to 130 after 3 visits to the ball. Paul Nicholson, an early advocate of that particular ploy at the start of legs.
82. Ryan, you acquire 130.
The treble 20.
65.
Doesn't get it, but 119 was a tricky outshot in that kind of range. They only get one at the bullseye.
He'll get one at double top. And it's one that he needed as well. 15-darter, ton plus checkout, highest finish of the match, and a level game at 2 apiece. And it's not surprising that they're playing this well. 4 perfect darts to start the leg this time.
131.
They keep this up this weekend, and one of these two could be the champion. But only one is going to make the final day. One of them's going out right now.
Doesn't get much easier either, because the winner of this will face one of the Lukes.
Yes, that Humphreys Littler clash tonight. But Ryan Searle has beaten Luke Humphreys on the Euro Tour this year. Nobody's beaten Luke Littler on the Euro Tour ever. Got perfect record. Bunting for a 4-2 lead. Can you find the 57? Can't. Would have left the bullseye, and I don't know how easy it would have been from that position, but you know what route Searle's going here. Big 14 double top. 10. Yeah, that will do. Missed the dart at double. Doesn't matter because he took it out in that visit. And he'll get a look at the 138. Now, he does like to do his work on tops and tens, but double 12 is the plan at the end of this. Not going to get a go at it.
98. Stephen, you require 96.
Sets it up nicely, even though that order probably isn't the most advisable.
I quite liked it. We'll return to that. Double 12. Always missed a dart double for the first time in this game, and Ryan Searle left himself tops. And he hits it once again. Ryan Searle does open up a two-leg gap, and it's because Stephen Bunting has not been able to maintain his perfect record on the doubles. He is needed.
$100.
Looking at 140 minimum. That's as good as.
131.
That's an interesting decision.
104.
104 for Bunting. Going on the 16s? No, he's going on the 20s. Can he find the treble? Yes, he can. Great dart, Bunting. Double 12 is found. Another ton plus finish. And another one under massive pressure. Twice he's done that in this game. Is he going to need a third to win the last leg decider against the darts? And Searle is yet to take out a ton plus finish in this match. Oh, it's a slip.
Ryan, you require 121.
I was expecting Searle to go 17s with his last dart. 19.
81.
Ryan Searle will expect a comeback. You shouldn't count your chickens too early against a major winner from this very year. And the man who is in the form of his life. The crowd are showing where their allegiances are.
Well, he pulled that trick a couple of times last weekend. He did at the Masters as well.
64.
Stopped, composed, and then pulled out a massive finish. But that one was just too big. And Ryan Searle has missed 3 for the match. He's been so clinical. He's barely missed tops all game, but he's missed 3 to book his place in the final day. And it's his first defeat at this stage in the European Tour this year.
5 missed match darts. Bunting surely going to go tops, tops. He gets the first one. He gets the second one as well. What a belter of a European Tour contest between Ryan Searle and Stephen Bunting.
Because when it came to Alexander Palace the last couple of years,
93.
he has been a little mentally frail. If he toughens up in that department, then we've got a player on our hands.
Yeah, I think
89.
what sums that up best is the game he had against David Cameron, where he was 2-0 up, absolutely cruising against Excalibur. And then the Ali Pali Wasp worked its magic. Didn't do Richie any favours because he threw the game away.
87.
Improving his
Richie
big stage
requires
presence
75.
is part of his bucket list for this year. He's looking for a hold of throw against Dirk. 1 dart at tops.
Game from the
Form of
first
his
leg.
life, we said, because he's making those kinds of checkouts look
Second leg,
routine.
to third.
It's you in the doghouse, never mind the madhouse.
77.
I was looking at their numbers for the year before this game started, and there's 0.02 between them in their seasonal average. There was almost only 1 leg between them there. Ed House can find a bit of magic here, and his first ton plus check out of the weekend, this would be big. Just a bit ragged, that visit.
55.
It's just got to be a bit more focused at this point. Or as Jackie Chan would say, your focus needs more focus.
37.
Chances for Dirk are missed.
Richie requires 74.
Yeah, it's the first leg where he's had more than one dart at a double. What else could punish? It's going to be 9 double 16. Very, very nicely taken. That section of the board in particular. Yeah, he won his card back, not via Q-School, but via the Challenge Tour Order of Merit. So he was performing strongly in the second tier. He's jumped from the Championship to the Premier League, and he's beginning to be a real threat.
In footballing terms, what club is he?
Richie require 91.
Answers on a postcard.
I'm going to say a West Brom from the 2010s.
Double 16 again. Okay.
75.
Not the worst miss. However, is he made to
155.
pay for it? It's a tough ask. Too tough an ask. This game is gradually
58.
finding
Richie
its way
requires 16.
into a different postcode for Dirk.
Gains on the
As
sixth
Richie
leg.
gets leg
Richie
6,
at house.
he could genuinely
Seventh leg,
have this
Richie
game
at
done by now.
first.
Was the lie of the dart good enough to gamble for the 180? It turns out that it was the right decision, because now he's going to leave double top, isn't he? No, he's not.
125.
Well, if you are going to make a mistake like that, do it in this situation when your opponent's not on a finish.
57.
And now he is on a finish, but
Richie
it's not a very
required
good one.
47.
For Richie Edhouse, for another annihilation, really. Double 16.
31.
Richie Edhouse isn't
Dirty
quite there
require
yet.
129.
Needs the 60. Because he doesn't get it.
64.
Ross Smith is looking on thinking, OK, Richie,
Richie requires
shall we have a game
16.
on Sunday to see who makes the quarterfinals?
Game shot
He
of
gets
the match.
another
Richie
sixth leg.
Edhouse.
It is Richie Edhouse who goes through to round 3.
If you miss low and left, the direct vertical line down to the 57 feels good, but it's depending on where you miss. I always felt very comfortable with the switch to the right.
Did you ever find it messed up your numbers as you went through a leg? I mean, you were one of the guys who likes to bring in the 17 early on in the
Yeah.
leg.
That's what you want to do, but you've got to be flexible.
Danny require 84.
One thing Rob Cross has taught a lot of people is that you can use the 54 in a different way to leave certain shots.
And that leaves double 12 again. We're seeing this a lot. We're not seeing it hit, though. The double 6 has been pinned. Third time in the match. 2 apiece in this one. Everything going with throw.
Game on.
Now he wants to destroy something else. A 161. Now he has a chance for someone to break.
91.
This is very, very gettable.
27.
Treble 19 and Bull for the first breaker throw in this match. Bullseye for Danny Noppert. Doesn't take his chance. He could get more.
70.
Do you know what? If he likes double 18 so much, treble 14 is not the worst call here, you know. However, it's old school Gurney, and it's effective. Are we starting to go into a realm of Super Chin's career where he's got 2 favourite doubles? That would be very handy.
From my perspective, he struggled to be much better than he was on those 2 nights.
And never forget that final with MVG and Butlins, because the ability to win a tournament against the greatest player of this generation with a bullseye finish at the end, it doesn't get much better than that.
138.
And as far as approach shots are concerned, they don't get any better than that.
Yeah, Danny Noppert's not producing a 12-darter here. Darryl Gurney in no danger on his own throw. We've already seen one game go the distance this afternoon. Ryan Searle, Stephen Bunting. Searle missing 5 match darts in total in that one. Missed darts, 2 darts to win it, 6-3. And then 3 at the end.
Starting to believe that that guarantee that I will play better tomorrow is very accurate.
He is delivered. But Noppert, look at this. Darryl Gurney starts pushing him, and Noppert hits back on his own throw. top draw.
What would Dave Lanning say? I'm not going to do his accent. Proper darts.
47.
That's what this is. One mistake could mean the end for Danny. He cannot miss. Biggest start of the match. And of course he finds it. Nothing but holds here, but no holds barred here in the last leg. This has been sublime from the start, and it will be to the finish. However, Darrell has a guaranteed 6. How low can he go? 118, surely, worst case scenario. Now, what does he do here? Does he go 18s?
Good question.
He
does.
I think I know why he did that. It's not just to try and trim the 8 off the end. It eliminates the possibility of a dart on the floor.
Yeah, and that could have proved fatal. But Danny Noppert is doing his best here. He's going to leave himself tops. And he does. And Darrell Gurney, we have not seen a ton-plus finish in this match. If he does not come up with one right now, he could lose this game, having done pretty much nothing wrong in the entire 11 legs.
He's going to try and get past it. He thought it was in. He genuinely thought that was in. And he was getting a shot at tops. He's just had his heart broken by the referee. And now Danny might break it for a second time.
To win it 6-5. He never led in that game. And yet Danny Noppert hung on and hung on. That's doing him a disservice. That's 104 average.
Didn't really need to entertain the big fish. Who knows if he'd have gone for it anyway. But I think it's fair to say the aforementioned Littler, it's widely regarded that he was the one that prevented Dobie from getting another crack at the Premier League. Dobie was the unlucky 9th man.
Yeah, he would have certainly been one of the most obvious next cabs off the rank. This for 2-0.
96. Johnny will go 118.
Clayton, what's the route here, Johnny? Ooh, the right route. Oh, hello. That's interesting. That's interesting.
Johnny Clayton.
You know what? It's all the right route if you hit it. Winner of this to face either Michael van Gerwen or Johan Engström.
95.
Now it could be the Ferret derby. The Ferret versus the Sweet Ferret. It is unlikely.
Johnny will go 106.
But there is a possibility. Engström was excellent yesterday. Double 16 is found. Now that is some vintage Ferret. Johnny Clayton, renowned for his combination finishing.
Chris Dobie doesn't need to entertain going for the bull at the end of the shot. I bet he wishes he didn't go for it at the start either. I was expecting treble 18, double 18 personally.
58.
Yeah, well, he does like that treble 11 for double 16 for the 65. But it was a long way off it.
83.
Probably doesn't matter.
32.
Finishing's been good from Dobie so far. Look where the Ferret is. Look where the Ferret is on another one of those combo finishes.
No score. Johnny
now look where the Ferret is.
Bullseye. It is classic Johnny Clayton. A 1-2-7 in game means he goes 3-2 up on Chris Dobie in a game where he's been completely outscored.
There's definitely been an upturn in Johnny Clayton's performances when looked at from a distance. There's been some good stuff in there. It's not quite the consistency that he's going to need to really maintain his spot in the world rankings, but there is a general upturn. And look, a Johnny Clayton exhibition of finishing is not complete without a 1-2-1.
Johnny Rigo 121.
The signature. Double 14. First miss at a double. Very nearly a fourth ton-plus checkout. And Dobie's brilliant scoring. He's on a 10-darter. Would have been a sickener of a leg to lose. Dancing around, trying to find a route. That'll do it. What a leg of darts.
$64.
That'll do for now.
We'll be back looking at that treble 11 for double 16 route. Johnny Clayton. Another weird deflection, but he is down to a one treble combo finish, which I would suggest Dobie doesn't let him have a crack at. Double top is missed. Now Johnny Clayton.
Johnny Rigo 116.
118, 106, 127. They've all gone. Find his way through to the treble. No, he can't.
60. Richard required 20.
That's pretty wild. That's a wonderful adjustment.
Tanaka's joining his way first. Game.
Big turning point in the game. Could have been that miss at double 14 in leg 6. Dobie scored magnificently. He was able to tidy it up after.
Yeah, that would have consolidated the break and given him a 2-leg lead, but we've not seen that in this game. Johnny Clayton's going to go to the 11s anyway, and that leaves double 14. And eventually Johnny Clayton gets the 1-2-1. It was only a matter of time. 5 apiece, 4 ton-plus checkouts for Johnny Clayton. Dobie has got one himself, and this could go. He could stay there. No, goes to the 18s and gets it. Match dart, Dobie. Match dart missed, and is Johnny Clayton too far away?
This would be his biggest finish yet. Not going to take it. Trying to go 2 treble 18s tops. We saw Luke Littler do that yesterday.
32.
148, very much the number for this weekend, but Chris Dobie's number is 32. Goes inside, up now for double 8. And Chris Dobie has missed the opportunity 4 times now to go and win this game.
Johnny Clayton is not missing doubles. He's only missed 2 in the game. He hasn't missed any more. It is magnificent finishing from the Ferret. He has needed a big slice of luck against the big scoring Chris Dobie.
Did even qualify. He's way too high up on the rankings for that. I think we will see Chisnell celebrate a century this year.
The players will say that those landmarks don't mean anything.
180.
They're telling fibs. They do mean something. Straight for the ball. And because he didn't get the 25, the shot is off.
79.
The Keats had chances in this match so far. 96, 92, and now 129. Can he find the ball?
104.
That's his best effort so far.
Dave, you acquire 56.
Because that was his first start at a double.
When you're averaging against someone who's sub 80, that's not a great sign for Keane Barry. Dave Chisnell does make it 3-0.
95.74 his seasonal average. They, put together, make for very good reading.
58.
Keane Barry is a good 6 points behind in his seasonal average, but his win percentage this year is 71%. That's because he's been playing on the development tour as well.
134.
Played a lot of games this year, has Keane. This is his 59th of the season.
100. Dave, you acquire 32.
He's only playing his 30th. But if you're going Pro Tour form, there's only one winner. And Dave Chisnell's got a 3-leg buffer now. Again. Coincidentally, Get Her In price will be game number 2 tonight against Brendan Dolan.
99.
That will come after Gary Anderson plays Christian Perez, who was very useful yesterday against Neil Zonveld.
100.
Well, miraculously, that's Dave's first 180 of the contest. And it sets up a match-winning chance.
And look what the number is.
100.
Oh, yeah, we've just been speaking about it, haven't we? He's not going to reject the bullseye if he gets 60-51, though.
Yeah, that'd be ballsy. But he's not going to get a chance anyway.
36.
He has had a little bit of trouble in the last 18 months with darts behaving that way. Ian's got more trouble at the top of the board. Oh, what a lovely little ricochet that was.
Double 18.
77.
Well, would he have gone for that? I think if he's starting on the 19s or going up to the 18s, always suggests to me, why wouldn't you go for it? Because if you didn't want to go for it, just go for 2 treble 20s.
Couldn't agree more. He just wanted to set it up. Surely the treble 20 would be the first target. As it is here.
Double 12. Double 6. Dave Chisnell is not over the line just yet.
136.
Ian's missed his opportunity to elongate this match.
96.
I feel like I've said this 2 or 3 times already. Dave has now got a chance to put Keane out of his misery, but he's been lurking his Keane. If you give him a chance, Dave, he might get within 1.
But he doesn't give him any more chances. Dave Chisnell secures just his 2nd European Tour win of the year.
When it's all German in game 8, Pietreczko, Clemens, that's after Humphreys, Littler, and that's after Van Gerwen plays the Sweet Ferret. It was excellent yesterday, just like that shot there. As Jeffrey is starting to find a little bit more than we thought he could find in this match. A lot of people writing him off, but we can't afford to write him off when he's got maybe a 2-0 lead in his sights.
Josh, you require 170.
The scupper that plan. Bullseye for Josh Rock. Oh, it's a beauty. And it's a roar from Rocky as he takes out the 170 to level the game.
I think there's a little bit of Michael Van Gerwen in Jeffrey, you know, stance-wise. It's a lot of weight placed downwards into the right hip, causing a bit of separation between the right shoulder and the neck.
99.
Look at the way it dips here.
106.
That arm is very, very low at address.
I do see what you mean. But it's working very nicely for him there. Levels the game up at 2 apiece. Is that, from a technical perspective, Paul, is that something you'd be concerned about? Or? And the 2 games he's lost, the 6-5s that he's lost, he's had a higher average than an opponent. He's mismatched darts in one of them. They're both mid to high 90s averages. Played well and lost at this stage. This isn't brilliant, but he does have the upper hand. Oh, not another massive finish. Oh, very nearly.
39.
That's been the shining light. 157's not going to go for Jeffrey.
40.
What we'll do at the start of the next leg is look at the first 9 averages in this match. Double 4. Very tidy in that department. 4 from 9 now for a 4-2 lead.
Another stonker of a game. It has been some session here in Sindelfingen, but it always delivers when we come here. And tonight we've got some huge clashes.
60. Joshua Quire 170.
Not another one.
Again! Oh my days! Oh my days, Josh Rock! 2 170s. He missed the ball for a 164. Utterly deadly at the back end of legs, and no wonder he is dancing with delight. Rocky with 2 haymakers to end Jeffrey Sparidon's Euro Tour campaign.